So we have absolutely massive breaking news that Twitter has permanently banned Donald Trump. Here's their statement. Let's read it out. Twitter is permanently banning President Trump from the platform, the company announced late Friday. The ban comes days after Twitter temporarily locked Mr. Trump's account. After close review of recent events from the @RealDonaldTrump account and the context around them, we have permanently suspended the account due to the risk of further incitement of violence, the company said in a statement. Twitter is the first social media account to permanently bar Mr. Trump from their platform. Earlier in the week, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Snapchat all temporarily disabled Mr. Trump's accounts for quote-unquote inciting violence. And this is massive. People might laugh about this. People might say something like, oh, Trump can still push the button. Trump still has the bomb, but he doesn't have access to social media. And it is kind of funny, I'm not going to lie, but Trump does not become president without Twitter. He just doesn't. Yeah, and the man knows how to manipulate mainstream media. Yeah, CNN and those places, airing Trump's press conferences unedited, uncriticized for hours, likely gave him momentum in the early stages of his campaign. But Trump wouldn't have become president without modern social media. His personal usage of it, but also his campaign and his movement's usage of social media. So for him to be banned from Twitter, which he is personally an avid user of, is a big deal. And I think this is the correct move. Donald Trump brought this upon himself. And before anyone comes at me with but free speech or who's next, Donald Trump's actions, it's not an ideology, his actions merited this. This was not because of Trump's hateful ideology, but because you can directly connect his words and deeds to what happened on Wednesday, and people lost their lives there. 5 people, minimum, including people on both sides, protesters and officers. Trump caused that. It's his fault. And others too, but his fault. And let's also be clear, I've noted this before. Section 230, Trump's big boogeyman over the last few weeks and months. If Trump got his way with that, it would make outlets like Twitter and Facebook and Twitch and YouTube and all the rest liable if he ever did something like that, posted something like that, and then one of his supporters did something. Those families could sue Facebook and Twitter, hypothetically, saying you published Donald Trump doing that, and because you did that, people acted on it, and because people acted on it, well, we have damages. And so Trump's vision of social media, if he got his way, could never coexist with someone as unhinged and irresponsible and as dangerous as him. All I can say here is I support this decision. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, there's consequences here. No, Trump's a monster and he deserved to be banned from these platforms. It's the minimum that needs to be done. And one thing that can't be overstated, again, it's not just that, it's gonna cut down his ability to spread hate. Yeah, that's true. But this is just gonna piss him off personally. And frankly, I don't mind that. And rather, I like that. Trump's a monster, and if I know right now he's furious and he's unhappy and he's sad that he can't, tweet out his insane rants anymore, then that makes me feel a little bit better if I'm being perfectly 100% honest. And I don't mind being perfectly 100% honest right now. Donald Trump is banned from Twitter, and that's a good thing. Deplatforming works. Many people have been deplatformed, and it doesn't end their ability to spread their message, but it does weaken it. We don't talk nearly as much about Alex Jones as we used to, and other far-right people like Milo. We don't talk about them anymore, not nearly as much, because they've been largely deplatformed on the platforms that matter. Donald Trump is going to be irrelevant very soon. Good riddance to him and all the thugs that supported him. You're not welcome in respectable spaces anymore.